When you and your child want different things, how do you work that out? At this time of year, this comes up more than you might expect. After the school break, when things were slower, you're all thrown back into a new rhythm when everything starts moving again. And it's spring, it's sunny, it's windy, things are growing. Your child has more energy, they want to do more, be out more, try new things. And you're also looking ahead, probably thinking about the next few months into summer, what's going to work, what needs to fit. But sometimes it's not always straightforward. And it might look something like this. So let's say your oldest wants to start a football club at the weekend. They're excited, their friends are going, it matters to them. But your youngest is still enjoying their music group at the library at around the same time. And that has been working really well. They look forward to it and their confidence has come on loads. And at the same time, you've been clearing out the back cupboard, sorting through old clothes, getting the house back into shape, and a new project at work has meant longer hours. So suddenly your weekends, which felt open only a few weeks ago, are starting to feel quite full. So there's a tension here in, but how does this work? And maybe it all comes to a head. You're trying to make everything fit. They really want to go. And maybe it turns into an argument. Voices get raised. They're saying they can't miss out. Their friends are going. It matters to them. And you're juggling everything else, trying to make it all work. Now let's just slow this down because it's you who's trying to make it work. They are trying to get what matters to them. And that's normal kid behavior. But in that moment, in that argument, it can feel like you're pulling in completely different directions. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. It's actually how things get worked out. And often that looks way messier than we want or expect. It might look like setting a really clear boundary about how they can speak to you, because that's important. But maybe you also need to apologize for letting things escalate. But after the raised voices and the heated emotions, the conversation can start to turn more towards actually talking it through, sitting down together and starting to understand each other's point of view. The fact that you stayed in communication throughout all of this is a really good sign, even if it did get heated at points. And sometimes it can take a bit of a shake-up for an unexpected idea to occur to you. Maybe something practical that you hadn't considered before, like getting in touch with another parent and working out car share, finding a way that spreads the load and opens things up a little bit. Because it's often through the conflict that the tension gets seen, and the shock of that helps shape new solutions. And yes, it often doesn't feel great for anyone, but it leads to a way that works for now, and that's good enough. You don't have to expect you or your children to be perfectly calm when your needs are being threatened. Staying in communication throughout the conflict is what's needed. Even if it's messy, even if it's heated, even if you need to apologize afterwards, the fact is you're working it out together. And along the way, you might still find yourself questioning your own reactions or your decisions. That can be part of the process too. And my sigh to snap spotter can help you see how you're most likely to respond in those moments so you can be more prepared for your own part as you work things out together. The links around this video.